Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nikita Jackson and welcome to Freedom Fridays. Thank you for joining. First, I would like to invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, I just wanted to share with you Freedom Fridays is the channel that I started almost a year ago now to be able to track my wellness journey as I'm releasing things from my past that allows me to free up my future. And as it been working out for me, I'm down over about 52 pounds or so in 6 months, year to a year. 6 months to a year is two totally different things. So we're going to say the first time that I was in the Mindset Makeover program that I ended up losing about 50 something pounds. And then this past time I only lost about a few pounds. So what I want to share with you is what we're free to do. Tonight, we're free to start over. And so when I say being free to start over, I want to share with you, as I started with this Freedom Friday just now, I was focused on the fact that I had already recorded my Freedom Friday and I hit stop because I ended it. And when I stopped it, I thought it saved and it did not. And so as my editor was working on getting it together, that's when I found out the actual content that I recorded did not save. So here I am being dedicated to making sure that Freedom Friday is done. So what I want to share with you tonight is that we're free to start all over. When I say start all over, it looks so many different ways for so many different people, because a lot of the times we create these goals for ourselves, or sometimes you don't have goals for yourself, or whatever you're doing is not working out the way that you planned. And so when something doesn't work out the way that you planned, what do you do? And how do you respond to that really has an impact on what your success is. And so for me, tonight, when the Freedom Friday itself didn't record, I could have very well just said, you know what, forget it. Let me just say, hey, Freedom Friday is canceled or whatever it is. But no, I'm dedicated to the cause. And then I also have a partner that holds me accountable to make sure I record it and don't make excuses as well. And so what happens when things don't work out? When things don't work out for you and you planned it, one of the first things that you can feel is disappointment. And so for me, if you guys have been following my channel at all, you'll know that I've had some big goals that I've been working towards, and one of them is a big move that I was getting ready to make. And for whatever reason, some of the things didn't work out exactly the way I planned it, and there was some form of disappointment with it. But just because you get disappointed, does that mean you give up on your goals? No. If you give up on your goals just because you're disappointed, then you ask yourself, was the goal really important, or were you doing it for the right reason? And so for me, just because things didn't work out exactly the way I planned it, it doesn't mean that things won't work at all. And so what it gave me an opportunity to do was recognize, number one, there was way more out there than what I was settling for. I was settling for selling myself short, taking what wasn't the best out there for me just to try to get away from what I thought was a situation that wasn't the best for me. And then I was willing to compromise on things that I didn't necessarily have to compromise on because I didn't know my worth. And so when things started not working out the way I planned for them to work out, did I give up? No. It allowed me to see that it was more than just one thing out there, that I got to expand my horizons and understand and know my worth. And so when that thing didn't work out, I got an opportunity to see I didn't have to settle to downgrade myself. And not downgrading myself, I saw that I could get greater things. I can go somewhere where I felt like I was.
I have something to add to this.
What?
So you remember that time when we were when we were at Florida and we were looking for Taiki and we didn't couldn't end up finding him because apparently he was at Miami somewhere at Miami Beach, and instead of giving up because we couldn't find Taiki, we had a fun time at Miami Beach.
Right. So that's an example. As she interrupts me without putting her face on the camera.
But I had Tappy.
That was extremely rude. And so, as I talk about, the things that you do to make sure that you focus on, like, there's more out there than what you are saying that's in front of you. So when something doesn't work out exactly the way you planned, it doesn't mean you stop. It means you get an opportunity to say, what am I missing? What am I missing? Am I settling? And it's something way more out there that's bigger and way more important that I can gain way more out of it. And then in a situation that you're maybe not necessarily getting or gaining, you also ask yourself, what is it that I'm learning in this situation and what good is coming out of it for me? And so for me, there were things that I started off not realizing that I wanted or needed for myself. And when I realized it was way more out there than what I was asking for, I went after it all. And when you go after it all, when you go after it all, you have no choice but to get what you're asking for. And then you get what you're asking for, and you also get many blessings that come as a result of it. And so I just want to encourage you tonight that it's okay for you to to try stuff out. And when things don't work out the way that you plan for it to work out, you don't give up. You keep going and you find the silver lining in it. You find the new thing in it, and you end up getting even greater than what you probably imagined. Like, what I want to tell you is, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself small. Know that you're worth way more out there. And if one door closes, you don't always have to try to open it, knock it down, kick it down. You can make your own door. Shoot, you might not even need to go through the door. Maybe that whole house might fall down and nobody needs the door. Just know whatever it is that you want for yourself, you can have that and more. It's meant for you to put in the work. It's meant for you to believe in yourself. And it's meant for you to know that anything is possible 100% of the time. For me, I have a very strong faith. I have a very strong support system. And even when things aren't working out exactly the way I planned, I do take the time instead of wallowing in self-pity all the time, because sometimes I get a little discouraged, but I learn to find, hey, what is it that I'm supposed to get out of this situation? And then I work for it. And then that's what I work towards. And I'm grateful for opportunities, live my life without being so angry with anyone else, and just focus on me. What can I do to make myself better? What can I do to improve on myself? And how can I continue to be a better version of me today, better than what I was yesterday? And how can I continue to live in my purpose? So that's just what I wanted to share with you today. That just because things don't work out the way you plan, it doesn't mean things aren't meant to work out for you. It just means that you get an opportunity to expand. You get an opportunity to regroup and to think about greater things, because I believe there's greater things that's coming. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching the channel. I would invite you to continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out Arts for Inna. The link will be in the description. So have a great night. Talk to you later. Sayonara.